Hello and welcome back. Now this is a slightly different angle as to what I usually post. I usually post on my travels of New Zealand, but it has been raining, so while I've been stuck inside I've been thinking of other things to do, and something got me thinking. When I was in the UK I was looking at the prices of the new Land Cruiser when that first came out, and I noticed how much it was, and then I thought, I wonder how much that same Land Cruiser is in New Zealand. So I had a look and it got me thinking. I thought, right, so just to prove it wasn't a fluke, I thought I would try it out on other cars. So here we go, and I'll put the Land Cruiser on at the end, and I've got 4 examples here. So right, let's go through this. We'll start off first with the Volkswagen Amarok. Now, just at a quick glance, I'm not sure about the models on these ones, so obviously there's a difference between the 2 litres, the V6s, whatever. But as we go along, I think they'll kind of get a little bit the same. So I've got 4 examples, and then the 5th one is the Land Cruiser or the Land Cruiser Prado, depending on where you're from. Right, so I'll show you this first one. So this first example there is £60,000, or as near to damn it. So looking at that, so from $59,990, if we relate that back to pounds, it comes back at 26,995. Is that right? I'll just double check that. As close as damn it. Yeah, so current exchange rate at $1 is 45 pence. That is about right. That's good. So, well, it's not good, but my maths was good. So that's that example. So the Volkswagen Amarok is 60 grand in New Zealand, and looking at the same sort of model, I think the lowest spec one, or it looks very similar, in England is £42,114, but that equates back to 26,000, so 27 grand, the equivalent, the New Zealand equivalent. Right, let's get on to the Land Rover Defender. Now this one's a little bit easier to look at because they're side by side, but we'll just pick 2 examples from this, being the Defender. So we'll go the Defender 130, so the exchange rate there is 0.45 times by $166,000, which comes back at 74,700, which is this top one here, the 130. So the exchange rate on that, 166,000, comes back at 74,700, and the UK version of that is £81,585. Why? I don't know. We'll try the 90. So let's change. So 0.45 exchange rate times by 123,000 equals 55,350. So that's how much it'd be in pounds if you was to buy it in New Zealand. If you was to buy it in England, it starts from £58,310. No idea. Next example I brought up, the Yaris. So looking at the Yaris then, so same again. The Yaris automatic, £64,990. So put that into there, times by 64,990 equals 29 grand, 29,245 quid. That's how much pounds equivalent it would be. And looking at that one, automatic, it's that one there. It's 45,750. So there's like a 15 grand difference there. Why? I don't know. Am I just making this up? Is this what I'm seeing? I thought, well, maybe these are made in Japan, so maybe that's why it's cheaper. There's no import, there's no export costs, or there's less import costs. I don't know. I did try this Lotus as like a bit of a rogue one. So that Lotus there is $235,000, which that works out at 105,000. So that's where it would be in the UK, 105 grand. Looking at it on the UK website, that starts at 89,500. So there is a significant difference there of 15 grand. So I don't know, if you bought one of these Alteras, or however you sell it, Eltery, no idea. If you bought that and a Yaris, you'd be all right. And then lastly, we'll just do that Amarok. We'll just do that Land Cruiser just to prove a point. See if I can find it quickly. Yeah, so that's what I did find there. So Land Cruiser price starting at 74,000 in the UK for the Invincible model. So looking at that, the Invincible model in New Zealand is not advertised, but let's say it was there. Most expensive one, 105,000. So current exchange rate times by 105,000 equals 47 grand. So the difference in that, I've no idea. I don't even know. There's like 30 odd grand difference. Why? No idea. Just thought I'd share that, guys. Just thought I'd share that with you. On with the New Zealand adventures. So catch me on next one. It's alright.